Hello, everybody, and welcome to another One Stop Wrestling podcast. I'm your host, Alex, and this week I'm joined by the revered Rohit and the astonishing Alfonso. Gentlemen, how are you this evening?
I'm good, thank you. How's everyone else?
I'm
Very
very
well.
happy. I was saying I was very happy because I love that introduction. Thank you very much.
Well, you complained about the last one, so I thought I'd get one in for each of you there.
If you were reading the
Thank you very
group
much.
chat, if you were reading the group chat, Alex, you could have introduced him as our Aladdin of the day.
Aladdin Alfonso, I missed all that, sorry.
So good.
Yeah.
Right.
For some reason, El Salvador and my job decided to celebrate Halloween this week, so I'm dressed as Prince Ali, and not Mustafa Ali, not a wrestler, but Ali from Disney. And I'm not sure what I'm doing here, sitting in my car doing a wrestling podcast, but I fucking love it. So thank you for having me, guys.
It's always a pleasure, Alfonso. Things are a bit different in England. We don't quite go all out like that, I don't think.
No, unless you go for like specific party or have a group of people, I guess. But no,
No, not for work, no.
no, definitely not. They're boring.
Yeah. Right. So this week we're not really gonna talk about anything that's happened in the week. We're gonna change it up a bit. Last time we did our fantasy dream cards. I did WWE, Rohit did New Japan Pro Wrestling, and Alfonso did AEW. And I would like to just throw in there that we put it to our Facebook followers, and I did get the most votes for the best card. Just going to say that, lads. Sorry.
Woohoo, congrats. Woohoo.
You're the best. Wow.
Said with such sincerity. Thank you. So this week we're going to do something a little bit similar. We're going to do an ultimate wrestling draft. So basically, it's going to be quite similar to the WWE draft, except we're going to be eligible to draft any superstar from any wrestling company, including free agents. So it's going to be a 3-part show. This is part 1. We're going to be doing male wrestlers today. Next week, hopefully, will be female wrestlers. And then the week after will be tag team wrestlers. So basically, myself, Rohit, and Alfonso will each get 5 picks each, 5 males, 5 females, 5 tag teams, to basically create the ultimate wrestling roster. Alfonso, we're going to do it in the WWE mold, as there are 3 brands. There are 3 of us, so it just made sense that it fit that way. Alfonso's going to take NXT. Rohit is going to do Smackdown, and I'm going to do Raw. So it should be a fun episode, guys. I'm looking forward to it. I don't know about you two.
Should be interesting to see what we come up with, really.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
obviously,
because we cannot repeat the wrestlers, so it's going to be very interesting when we get to the 4th pick or 5th pick, how we're going to deal with that.
yes. So obviously we haven't got a clue who either person is going to pick, so it's all done on the fly. Could be some very upset people if if certain superstars get picked first. So yeah, we'll just see how it goes. We just want to have a lot of fun with this. So right, I believe Rohit has first pick this week because he was saddled with doing the Ultimate New Japan Pro Wrestling card, which was a little bit more difficult than a WWE or AEW one.
Under the rules, for sure.
Yes. You did a cracking job, Rohit, and you did get a fair few votes on Facebook.
Yeah, if I had a bit more leeway, like if we made it a bit more relaxed, I think with me having access to more guests and stuff, I could have made it even more spicy. But it's okay. At least I got
I'm
some
sorry,
more.
Rohit. I'm sorry. If we had that freedom, I could have put Snoop Dogg on my AEW card, and I'm going to win. So yeah, we need rules. We need rules.
Snoop Dogg versus Mike Tyson main event. Yeah.
Of course. With Floyd Mayweather as the guest referee.
There you go. Book it.
There.
So this week, there's a lot more freedom. Like I said, it can be anyone that can be picked, including free agents. So, Rohit, come on then. What is your number one draft pick for Smackdown?
I've gone a little bit different to what I would usually do. And I've gotten a little bit evil because I think you two will not be happy with this.
Oh,
and I'm
God.
taking Gunther as my
Fuck!
first pick for
Yeah.
SmackDown.
Yeah, I'm not happy with that.
I was going to choose Gunter.
Were you going to choose him first, Alfonso?
Yeah, he was my first pick. Like I was going to build everything. Oh no!
Well done, Rohit. You have just ruined all of Alfonso's plans.
No!
I'm sorry, but I had to get in there because I know you two are like the more WWE guys, so like I gotta get in there first.
That's okay. That's okay. I'm going to get evil now. Don't worry.
It's a
Go for it.
It's a great Gunther is a great pick. He's so fucking good at everything when it comes to wrestling.
For sure, yeah. 100%.
He's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Right, come on then, Alfonso, get some revenge on Rohit. What's your first pick?
I'm going to choose a wrestler and I'm going to do a little bit of fantasy booking with him. But a very short fantasy booking with him. I'm going to choose the newest Paul Heyman guy, Okada.
That is revenge.
That's pretty big for
have
revenge.
him on my list, but I'm not too worried. But yeah, good pick.
Because he's going to be like Okada needs to have a mouthpiece in my NXT to work. So he's going to be the newest Paul Heyman guy. And Paul Heyman is like, okay, I have Roman Reigns in SmackDown, I have Brock Lesnar in Raw, and now I have Okada in NXT.
Interesting. Wait, so I got Roman automatically, and you just give
No.
Lesnar automatically.
No.
Wow,
It doesn't work like that.
No, doesn't count.
I know.
Interesting first pick.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely threw a spanner in the works for Rohit there, I think.
A little bit, but I'm glad someone else picked him as well because I'm like, I do like seeing Japanese wrestlers and just wrestlers from like Mexico and other regions that don't get as much exposure being actually picked in these kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, like Okada was going to be my second pick because I wanted to have like a brand with Gunther and Okada as the two main guys, like the biggest babyface and the biggest heels were going to be these two. So it's okay.
I was going to do the same thing, to be fair. So, but just I went for Gunther first. But yeah.
But right now, what I'm thinking is I'm going to have like a heelish Okada at first.
I mean,
it. That's what he was when he came back, and
exactly. That's why. Thank you.
Right. So my first pick, I think some people listening are going to shit on this because of who he is. But my first pick is the man who is. It's actually his birthday today, and that is the best in the world, CM Punk.
Wait,
I had a feeling. As soon as free agents was talked.
Could we choose CM Punk?
Yes, we said free agents.
Yeah.
Fuck. I don't know the rules then. What the fuck?
We discussed this at length, Alfonso.
Oh no! I love Punk.
I was wondering why you didn't pick Punk.
No.
Oh, Alfonso. It's all going wrong for you at the moment.
Yes. But so, I'm going to manage, okay?
So, yes, CM Punk, I think he's just going to bring so many eyes to Monday Night Raw. He's instantly going to get people talking, and he's still got that massive star power to him. So, I'm going to build Raw around him, I think. And he is my favourite superstar. So, I know a lot of people hate him. Sorry, guys, if you hate him. I know there's a lot of them out there, but there you go, CM Punk. And happy birthday to the man.
Happy birthday, Punk.
Yeah. We are recording Thursday, the 26th of October, just so people know that is his birthday.
Okay, Rohit, your turn.
Okay, so I'm gonna go with a more safe pick, maybe something a bit more expected, but I'm gonna go with the Billy Goat Will Ospreay.
Yeah, he was in my initial top 5 shortlist.
Right,
I've got
right
quite a
now,
few
right now, what I'm thinking is I want to see.
like on top of my head, and I'm just like
having a different people, and then see what gets taken and what's available, really. But yeah, what can you say? He's a great workman. He's a world beat at the moment, like going everywhere wrestling. I know not everyone's cup of tea, but I think while his selling isn't the best and people are critical of that, it's not terrible. I've seen worse. So
I think
yeah.
I think he's a world class worker.
100%.
I think there are people out there that aren't going to like his style. I'm one of those people that I'm not a massive fan of the AEW style where it's like huge move, no sell, huge move, no sell. I like old fashioned wrestling where people sell things. But I really like Ospreay. It seems weird to say that. I think he does it the best out of anyone that does that style for me anyway.
Yeah, I agree. And the thing is, even some of the guys I've seen over the years that when I see them in AEW, I'm like, oh, and then I'm just like, okay, I don't really care. Whereas like when they were in Japan, when they were like in TNA or Impact or like even WWE or wherever I've seen them else, I'm like, okay, cool, I like them and they have something to it. And I feel like sometimes when I watch Osprey on like AEW, I'm like, okay, cool. But when I watch him in Japan, I'm like, nice. I'm rooting for him behind him. I'm excited. I don't know.
I get the exact same feeling with Jay White.
Yeah. He hasn't hit the ground running. I'm saying with Kenny Omega.
No, he hasn't. No.
We don't have to talk about other wrestlers because we're going to give ideas to the other guys. So please stop.
And Alfonso's already been
like right now, my head is a fucking mess because I'm trying to do maths with all the names.
Well, we're helping you.
Alfonso's been screwed over twice already. Right, come on, Alfonso, salvage something. What's your second pick?
My second pick is MJF.
Yeah. Nice. Very, very good pick.
Like when I'm thinking about wrestlers right now and thinking about guys that you can build a whole show around them, they're very few.
Yeah.
But there's also a lot of possibilities. I don't know how to explain that. But right now we're living in one of the greatest moments to be a wrestling fan because you can have a little bit of everything. Like if you want this kind of style of wrestling, you have Will Ospreay. If you want this kind of wrestling, you can have Gunter. If you want this style of wrestling, you can have MJF. If you want the old school great wrestling, you can have Punk. If you want the big WWE production, you have Roman Reigns. You have a lot of names that you can build. MJF, because of his age, presentation, and his creative ideas, he's my guy.
Yeah, it's a really solid pick. He's consistently one of the best wrestlers in the world currently, with all round, with his mic work, his character work, his matches, everything he does. Really, it's a great pick. That 3 of the guys that have gone already are all in my top 5 shortlist: Ospreay, Gunther, and MJF. So thanks.
I'm very happy about that.
Right, I need to think a little bit now about my second pick. I've got 2 more guys, obviously, on my initial 5. Okay, I'm going to pick.
You have 10 seconds. If not, you're going to pick Tosawa.
Okay, I am going star power. I'm going drawing power. I'm going money, tickets, all of that jazz. And my pick is Roman Reigns. Now,
Raw acknowledges Roman Reigns.
Yeah, acknowledge him. He's your tribal chief.
I think that's the biggest money. That's one of the biggest money matches in the world right now. Is CM Punk against Roman Reigns in the WrestleMania 40, and I think picking Roman Reigns, you can have a lot of ways to do it because I think Roman Reigns has proof with the bloodline that he can work in a different level. So I'm dying to see the end of the bloodline, to see what's next for Roman Reigns outside of that world, because I
Yeah,
think he can do it,
yeah.
but he just needs the chance to do it.
I mean, the drawback with picking Roman Reigns is you could have a part-time guy on your hands, but for me, it's outweighed by how much drawing power he has and how, over he is with casual fans. And he's been holding the title for everyone knows the record, obviously, for 3 years or whatever it is, 3+ years. It's an incredible achievement. And he's consistently delivered in main events for me. I know people shit on him for, he always gets help from the bloodline, but his matches are generally really good. And he just has this aura around him of this guy is just something different to everybody else.
Yeah.
You're right.
You have
you're
two
right.
part-timers, though.
Part-timers. Yeah, I know.
Because you don't want Punk full-time in your locker room.
Right. See, I know what you mean. I'm thinking, Raw is changing networks. And I'm thinking, whoever the new network is going to be, I mean, some people care, some people don't care about ratings, but I'm just going to fancy book that this new network wants instant ratings. So I'm thinking stars, instant stars that we're going to get quick ratings.
But I'm also thinking you're going to have one Raw per month or something like that, because every month is going to be a fucking mess inside that roster.
Smackdown's going to be the
might
worst.
change that a bit.
It's not going to be like a weekly show. It's going to be like a pay-per-view show. And you're going to have one show per month, and that's it.
And it's going to draw more money than both of yours combined.
Monday Night Raw, the monthly pay-per-view show. You know how TNA back in the day did the weekly pay-per-views?
Exactly. Okay, Rohit, your third pick.
I'm a bit surprised he's still up there. I thought he might have gone, but given who's gone before, I could understand. I'm going to go with Samoa Joe as my next pick.
I did not have him down, to be fair, on my shortlist.
I don't have I don't have him down as well.
Okay, that's cool then, fair enough. From the acknowledged tribal chief to the actual tribal chief. Yeah, I said it.
Oh, controversial.
I mean, Samoa Joe, he's just gonna be a locker room leader. He can do everything. He can be a heel. He can be a tag team. Obviously, in this case, be a single star, but he can do everything. He's just a great fit. And if worse comes to worse, I can put him on commentary. But yeah, he's just such a great guy, and I've always been a fan of Samoa Joe since I first seen him back on the wrestling channel in the UK when they showed Ring of Honor first. I've never been a fan of him, so I think I gotta have him on the roster. And Gunther, Samoa Joe slapping each other.
Oh god, that's a dream match, isn't it? There in terms of big hoss fights. Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard anyone say anything really negative about Samoa Joe in terms of his skill and everything he can do.
100%.
Yeah, he's very professional, and you can have him as a commentary in a poncho if it rains.
Exactly, and you gotta remember, it just says his mentality, because he was a Samoan. He could have easily said, "Oh yeah, he's got ties to the Anoa'i family," but he said no, he doesn't, and he's one of the few Samoans out there, from what I've seen, that hasn't got a tie to that great wrestling family. And look at where he's gotten. He's arguably one of the greatest Samoans, one of the best wrestlers in our generations already, and still going strong. So
yeah, incredibly consistent performer. Yeah. Alfonso, give us your third pick.
My third pick, he's from NXT.
Oh.
And he's going to be my champion in my company, Carmelo Hayes.
I thought you were going to say Bron Breakker then.
I have more faith in Carmelo Hayes being all that than Bron Breakker.
Interesting.
I really think about the future of wrestling, and I think we're going to see more black champions. Let's hope so. More diversity. Yeah. And I think Carmelo Hayes is one of the pillars of that next revolution. I think Carmelo Hayes can be the face of WWE in the actual world, but in my NXT, he's going to be all that and more.
Hopefully with Triple H, maybe there's a bit more of a better plan now to get these NXT guys up there. Because
I
that's
think
what's been the disappointment.
I
Really.
think after Halloween Havoc, you see the depth of the NXT roster right now is incredible. Like you can have like 8 guys being called up to the main roster tomorrow, and they're going to be fine. I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely. I think WWE, in their eyes, see Bron Breakker as almost like the next breakout star, really.
Yeah.
Over Carmelo Hayes. I've nothing against Carmelo. I agree with you, Alfonso. I think they're both could be on a similar trajectory career-wise.
Yeah, I think like Camilo Hayes is gonna be like the second guy. He's gonna be like the Orton to Cena, I guess, even though not like
He's
the
gonna
same
he's
deal,
going
but
to be he's not going to be the Orton to the Cena. He's going to be the Seth Rollins to the Roman Reigns.
Yeah, I was
yeah,
literally
all
just
that.
thinking
Yeah, if
that,
you
yeah.
wanted to say that, yeah, that would make sense too.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah. We could be wrong. Maybe Bron Breakker doesn't work out or something, but
We
I
have to
do
wait.
like to see more diversity. Like we still haven't got a Japanese world champion WWE, like actual Japanese. No, Yokozuna doesn't count, I'm afraid.
He's Samoan, yeah.
Yeah, and like I would like to see people from different diversities. How have we had an Indian world champion in WWE twice technically, even though Jinder is Canadian naturally, and we haven't had the Japanese world champion. Boggles my mind really.
Yeah, very good point. Yeah.
But hopefully soon at some point. And
yeah. So yeah, that's my pick. I think
I'm
Alex,
keeping
you're
a list
next
as well, so that's good.
Yeah.
Just noting them down.
Okay, thank you.
Good job, Rohit. So yeah, my next pick is going to be much more of a full timer. Let's say, I think my next pick is going to be the pick that the show is sort of molded around. He's going to be there every week. He's probably going to be the champion, and it's Cody Rhodes.
Okay.
Adrenaline in my soul, something, Cody Rhodes. Sorry, I had to. It's like a memory thing, you have to say it when you say Cody Rhodes.
I remember first time hearing that somebody made his Wrestle Kingdom intro, and after that I'm like, are we gonna hear this every week? Like, it doesn't feel like an every week song. It feels like something as a special entrance. I feel like, or like a WrestleMania entrance theme song rather than something you throw out every week. At least that's my opinion.
I love that song.
It's a great song,
as well.
100%. It's a great song. I'm not disputing that. It just doesn't feel like something you should throw out every week. It's like something special. But,
Yeah.
but hey.
I know what you mean,
dude,
but it's going to go down as an iconic theme song, I think. The whole whoa, and the whole crowd do it.
People keep popping each fucking week for that whoa. It's amazing. So yeah, great pick. Great pick.
Yeah, I think he is the best babyface in wrestling at the moment. He's moving loads of merchandise.
The only bad thing about Cody Rhodes right now is the booking. I can't believe that WWE is doing a third injury angle with him. Like,
yes,
what the fuck?
I've seen some complaints about that. Yeah, I think what it is, I think he's just like the ultimate babyface. I think it's just a classic 101. Let's put some sympathy on this babyface booking, and Cody's so easy to do that with. I think that's why they're doing it. But I agree, Alfonso. Could be seen as a little bit of overkill, really, with the amount of times it's happened now.
Exactly.
Obviously, the first one was legitimate. He, with a torn pec, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right, Rohit, fourth pick for you.
So, since Okada was taken, I've got two guys on here. Two guys on here. Like, I'm thinking between both are great. Oof. Let's see. Okay, so I'm gonna go with Marufuji Naomichi as my fourth guy. Got to have a Japanese representative. And the Ace of Noah, the Genius of the Ark. What can you say, really?
What about Naito or?
I was gonna pick Naito, but I want to go for someone different. The other man I had on the list was actually Shingo Takagi that I was gonna think of.
Okay.
Yeah,
But I think your first pick has a very special style of wrestling
yeah,
that can mesh very well with a Gunter. You know.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
Um,
and obviously Osprey as well. Who's
mhm.
No, but I like the difference of styles like Gunter and him, and then you can
Yeah,
have like a Ricochet Osprey match because you have yeah.
there's a lot of different styles, and like if from the looks of it, the person I'm thinking of what might be my last pick isn't gonna be on anyone's list either. So potentially, something interesting in terms of styles could happen there.
We will see if I
We'll
pick it
see.
first.
We'll see.
well. Go ahead, Alfonso. It's your fourth pick.
My fourth pick is a guy that had an amazing segment on AEW, a guy that he is proving each week like that he can be great, and is Swerve Strickland.
Hmm.
He
Because
was
I
on my short
swerve
list.
when I drive. I swerve when I drive.
Are you
Like,
just going to sing everyone's theme song that gets picked?
if I can, I will. No, but to be honest, that's something that I also appreciate a lot. Like, if you have like a great song and you have a great presentation, you can do a lot with that character. And I think that Carmelo Hayes with Booker T singing over his song, or Cody Rhodes doing that, and Swerve Strickland having Prince Nana with him is amazing because you have different layers of one character. And I think Swerve can also be like a great babyface. I don't know why, but I feel like he could be like a great babyface as well.
He's been
Yeah.
killing it recently, hasn't he? Really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Has been
very
100%.
very impressive recently. Swerve. He could even be a future AEW World Champion. I think.
for sure.
I think he will. Yeah,
Yeah.
100%. I think if they
Like,
have MJF break the record, I think potentially him, maybe JY in the future again, one of them two should be able to end the title reign of MJF. I think,
yeah, like
unless they
right
go the
now,
Wardlow route.
like right now, I don't want to brag, but
Yeah.
my four picks are like the war horses of this of this draft. Like, I think I'm
Mhm.
going to have more 5-star matches than all you guys.
I mean, I've got Meltzer's favorite boy, so I don't know about that one. I
Yeah,
think
you
his
have
weekly performances for going
most star ratings, highest rated matches ever, Osprey. So, but
But
then I've
he's
got
not going to be wrestling in Japan anymore, so he's going to lose popularity with
I mean, I can move SmackDown to Japan if I want
Oh damn!
to.
I wasn't thinking about that.
Screw NXT Japan. It's Japanese SmackDown.
Love it.
and I've just got guys who can outdraw your lot. So screw you.
Yeah.
My fourth pick. I think I'm gonna go away from drawing power. I'm surprised this guy hasn't been picked yet because he is arguably, not in my opinion, but in a lot of people's opinions, the best worker wrestler in the world, Kenny Omega.
Oh no!
Mhm.
You know why I didn't pick Kenny?
Why?
Because it is the same reason why I didn't pick Brian. Because I think they don't have a lot in them like left. I don't think Kenny has many years left in him. I don't think that Brian has many years left in him. I think you're going to have an amazing 2-3 years with both of those guys, but I'm not sure that's going to last. So in my NXT, we're building stars for the future.
That's exactly what you
Maybe
should be doing, Alfonso, in NXT.
exactly. That's why. Yeah, exactly.
It's like right now we are paying to the strength. Like NXT is building the stars. Raw has the star power already, and like SmackDown is like the solid wrestling show, I guess.
Yeah, I agree.
So
I
it
think we're
kind
doing the
of
show's justice, really.
yeah. My SmackDown is kind of like I don't know if you remember when Paul Heyman was in charge around 2004-05.
But Paul Heyman is in NXT right now because they choose him with Okada.
I know. But I'm just saying, like around that era in SmackDown when you had like Edge, I think it was Edge, Eddie, Benoit,
Yeah,
and Angle.
yeah.
I think it was.
the
SmackDown 6.
The SmackDown
Yeah,
6. Yeah.
the SmackDown 6. That's what it was. Yeah,
Kurt
and
Angle,
they were
Brock
just
Lesnar,
working, and it
Chris
was just a
Benoit.
solid show. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's something along those lines I'm going for, like that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I think we're having very nice picks each one of us, and I'm dying to see what Alex picks as his number 4 because he say that he's going away from the drawing power.
I just did Kenny
He
Omega.
just did.
Yeah, but he's a drawing power for me. Like
No, I'm sorry, he's not. Kenny Omega is not a draw.
okay.
I could argue this all day with people. Kenny Omega is a fucking amazing professional wrestler in the ring. He is not a star, though, in terms of drawing money, drawing houses, selling merch. For me, he's not.
I'm not going to say anything because I don't want to get cancelled in Twitter. Okay.
Well, it's a controversial opinion, but I mean, the ratings don't lie, as they say. Some people don't take stock in ratings, but a lot of the Kenny Young Bucks elite segments have plummeted in the ratings. I'm just going to say that.
And it's okay. It's okay.
Omega was on my list, but I think I decided to pick other people ahead of him.
Yeah, well, I picked him as well. I need an amazing in-ring wrestler who can just go out there and have an amazing match with anyone. And I also want Kenny versus CM Punk.
Oh my God, yes.
I want that to happen. So,
Rohit, I think there's a higher chance of CM Punk getting fired than that match happening. But we'll see.
It's his birthday. Be nice to him.
I mean, I am nice to CM Punk. I'm just saying, I don't know if that's gonna work out. I'm afraid.
Right, Rohit, final pick for you. It's a curveball, you said.
Yeah, I've got option. I'm not sure how many people have heard of him. I think I'm gonna stick with my original pick. So, not sure how many people have heard of him, but I've been very impressed with his work in Japan and Noah, and I'm going with El Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr.
I thought you were going to say El Hijo del Vikingo then.
No, because I think Rohit is onto something. El Hijo del Vikingo is a great wrestler, but he's mostly hype because El Hijo del Dr. Wagner, I think he's the real fucking deal. Like, you have to see some matches of him. He's going to be like, if any of the big companies, one of the huge, like you saw how much fucking Raw Mystico did for AEW, just grab that 100%. Guy and transform it in your company, and you're going to have the Latin market drawing.
I think so as well. Just with his history, his work rate, how he has adapted his style to fit the Japanese style as well, but also like have his lucha libre roots as well, and like his mask is iconic as well, very similar to his original, like his dad, Dr. Wagner Jr., and just the family lucha. I think he's third generation, isn't he?
Yeah, he's third generation. I think that's a great pick.
Yeah, so like I said, I want to have like many different like styles, nations, and quality wrestling. I've been really impressed with him. I've really enjoyed his stuff in Noah and like his championship run at the moment with the GHC National Championship as well. So yeah, I think he's great stuff.
Very diverse picks, and like you said, almost kind of suits the SmackDown style, where it's just kind of like just a solid all round. You get kind of everything there, don't you?
Yeah, and that's what I was kind of going for, especially with like the male superstars as well, especially.
Yeah. Right, Alfonso, what's your final pick?
My last pick was very hard to make because for a little while I wanted to grab and rest the giant panda.
Fuck's sake!
But not, you don't not her. No. Just hear me out. Just hear me out. Just hear me out. But Andresa is a woman because he's the woman panda, so maybe the husband. But I just realized that the husband retired after the last match, so I cannot choose him. Then I was going to go and pick. Then I was going to go. I was going to pick with somebody that you want to say his name all the time, and it's Joe Henry. But then I was thinking about my brand, NXT, the future, and I want Hook
Oh,
as my last pick. And
interesting.
I think it's a little bit of a curveball. I think I'm going a little bit too much on the AW side for my men pick, but I think that's okay because they have a lot of like young wrestlers that can become great if you have the guidance by like someone that like Paul Heyman, like if Paul Heyman can guide these new guys, I think NXT can be great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hook has definitely got a lot of potential. I think at the moment he's been misused or mismanaged. Now I don't know which one, but you haven't kind of seen really like any kind of potential that they're making the most out of at the moment. Like he's been shown as this like killer in the ring, where he's just got these picture perfect suplexes that he delivers, and the strength that he has for such a he's quite small, really. But I don't think they're using him in the right way at the moment. And I think with the right booking and the right, path, Hook could definitely become a very big star in wrestling.
Thank you very much.
He's almost got that killer look about him. Like he goes into the ring and he's just going to kill someone.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's great for me because imagine having a seasoned Hook going against an Okada, like for 40 minutes. That could be great.
No, Okada is gonna squash it. He squashes young boys. He doesn't like younger people.
but
so Alfonso
in my
put
NXT,
Okada on his show just to kill all the young talent.
That's the litmus test.
I have Heyman on my side. He can negotiate with Okada.
Beat him quick, but not too quick.
No, I like it. Good lineups. Yeah.
Sure.
My final pick is going to be a future star. I'm going to go with a younger prospect. We all seem to have done that for the last one. It's going to be someone that could be made into a megastar, and that's Ricky Starks.
Interesting.
I think he's just got the personality and the charisma that...
If you want the personality and charisma, you grab Dominic Mysterio. If you want the wrestling ability, you grab Ricky Starks.
Yeah, I see what you like. Dominic's an amazing heel.
Yeah, he's so fun.
I don't know. Ricky just has this innate ability on the mic, I think, where stuff just rolls off his tongue. People compare him a lot to The Rock. I mean, don't get me wrong, he's nowhere near on that level yet. But I see the comparisons with how he delivers promos. And he's a very solid worker.
For sure, yeah.
I think he's got a great future. Yeah.
Does, yeah. And so that was all our 5 picks. And what?
But before we go, I have a message for you guys.
Go on.
Because they sent me the team of TNA with Craig sent me the list of his 5 picks, so I'm going to give it to you.
Oh, he didn't tell me any of this.
Yeah, this is exclusive. Okay. The first pick.
The big hold up. Let me put it down. 1 second.
Just I'm going to tell you.
Go ahead.
So
the first one, Triple H, right?
Is Triple H.
Fuck's sake!
But
the second pick is Triple H.
Yeah.
The third pick is Triple H. The fourth pick is Triple H, and the fifth pick is Triple H. And he's changing the name of TNA to Triple H Nonstop Action.
And this is why Craig is banned from all our podcasts.
I honestly thought he actually made it for 1 second. As soon as Triple H came out, I'm like, yeah.
I'm surprised
it would have been a cool surprise if he did make a legit TNA.
I'm sorry, guys. I had to do it because...
It's okay. But what I was going to say is some of the names that like come to my head that no one's picked, that have been mentioned, some of them, but like Jay White.
Yeah.
Bronson Reed.
Seth Rollins.
Zack Sabre Jr. Ilya Dragunov.
I was going to pick...
No one
Braun
said
Breaker, Josh Alexander. Just a couple of names.
Matt Cardona.
Yeah, a couple of names.
Grado.
Didn't make it. Grado.
Great.
But yeah, I mean, obviously it's difficult, and you obviously these are our own personal picks, but
Yeah,
you kind of
course.
want to mold them a little bit to the show that you've got.
Yeah.
And yeah, a lot of big names that we've left out, really.
I think if we can do like one extra week after everything, like after the women, after the tag team, we can go like a random week, like a mystery week. Like we can choose 5 more guys that can be woman tag team or something else, because that way we can like have extra picks.
We'll discuss it. We'll see what we can come up with. But yeah, for sure. And just to recap the picks, I would say. So for Alex for Raw, we've got CM Punk, Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes, Kenny Omega, and Ricky Starks.
Star
Damn,
power.
boy.
Star power, yeah. And for Alfonso, with NXT, we've got Okada, MJF, Carmelo Hayes, Swerve Strickland, and Hook. And for myself, we have SmackDown. We have Gunther, Will Ospreay, Samoa Joe, Marufuji Naomichi, and El Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr., as they would say in Mexico, I think. Jr.
Very good.
Yeah.
I try.
Yeah, well done. And we'll put these up on, I don't know, we might put them up at the end of when we've done every single.
Yeah, I'm going to put them up once we're done. We're going to put like the roster again, and you guys can choose which one is the best roster.
Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, definitely. So yeah, that was part 1, guys. Tune in next week for part 2, where we'll be going through the women's side of things, drafting our 5 women for each of our shows. That's it for this week, gentlemen. Thank you very much. It was a very fun episode. It's always good fun to do these kind of fantasy ideas and booking. And like I said, guys, we'll put this up in a couple of weeks on Facebook. So follow us on there. Follow us on Twitter. We're on Threads. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. It really helps the site a lot. And yeah, Rohit, Alfonso, thank you so much. And we will see you next week for some more drafting.
Woo! And TNA is back. TNA.
Ciao, guys.
See ya.
Ciao.